Well, welcome back. It's 9:39 and you're watching and listening to Breakfast with Olivia and Martin.
Now then, it's time for another episode of Andrew Eborn's Fake or Fact. And we were wondering, what are you going to be talking to us about this week, Andrew? What's on the menu?
Well, I'll tell you what, the Crown has entered its 6th season, and boy, is there material for fake or facts within that. You might recall that the wonderful Peter Morgan and Robert Lacey, they've emphasised that it's a little bit of fiction, it's a little bit of imagination, as well as fact. Charles Spencer, he complained early on, saying that they're blurring the lines between that. And also, the good old culture secretary, as he then was, Oliver Dowden, said there should be a warning at the beginning of the series saying it's been fictionalised, some of this. And indeed, that's what they now do. So what we're going to do, we're going to roll through some of this. I've been ploughing through episodes, and it's up to you whether you can tell me it's fake or fact. Are you ready?
I'm ready, I'm excited.
There we go. So in this episode, then, did Diana roller skate through Buckingham Palace? That's what they claimed.
So we can see it on screen there. Look, she's tying on those old disco boots, got the old Sony Walkman, and she's off, as they no doubt say, in Bucko House.
Listening to Duran Duran is what it is, my favourite.
So the question is, Olivia, did that actually happen in real life, or is this drama?
Fake or fact? Olivia?
I'm going to say fact. I can absolutely picture her doing that.
Fantastic.
I think that's more than a pinch of artistic licence. Fake.
Martin, I have to say you're absolutely wrong. It was Olivia.
Oh.
It was, in fact, completely true. And Diana used to love roller skating, and there's even reports that the night before her wedding, she used to ride the bike round Buckingham Palace. And whilst we don't have pictures of the actual roller skating within Buckingham Palace, for obvious reasons, there is the paparazzi who've got this great shot from the News of the World called Princess of Wheels. See what they did there?
Yeah.
They've got this little picture here. So this is in the... But that, we've got it. Have we got it? We don't.
But that's not a photograph of it. But hang on a minute, I'm playing my Joker card here. That's not a picture of inside Bucko House. That's a picture in Kensington Gardens. I still think it's fake. Don't believe it.
Well, I'll tell you what, Tina Brown wrote about this, and she said it was absolutely true. Una, who used to on the Crown, swears on whoever's life she needs to swear on.
I can totally imagine it. It seems like a very Diana thing.
Because this is our first time in the studio together, Olivia, and you've done 7 hours broadcasting solid. I'm going to give the point to you. That was it. Question number 2. Did Dodi and Diana fly in a Harrods helicopter to visit Rita Rogers, who was a psychic in Derbyshire? So did they fly in a Harrods helicopter to go and see Rita Rogers in Derbyshire?
Can I go first this time?
You can go first.
I think this is true.
You think it's true?
Because I remember it at the time being reported. I remember it. I think I'm going true.
OK, Olivia?
Fact.
Well, I mean, it does sound a bit Diana, but surely you're going to throw some false ones in there, so I'll go false.
Oh, very good. Well, Olivia, I've supported you so long, but I'm afraid this time Martin is right against the point.
I knew it.
And Diana showed fantastic. Rita Rogers, a happy medium, I thank you. She was up there, and Diana used to consult her regularly. And Rita's still alive. I think she's 82 at the moment. And she predicted that Diana was going to meet Dodi. She predicted she was going to meet somebody in the film business, she claims, on the water, which indeed she did, with the initial D. So Diana loved this sort of stuff. So she took Dodi up there, and apparently what happened, Rita Rogers claimed that she warned Dodi about a black car and an accident and so on and so forth. Up to you whether you believe that or not.
She made 10,000 things that didn't come true.
Absolutely.
Let's move on.
Did Dodi fill Diana's apartment with flowers and give her a Cartier watch? This is also claimed in the Crown. We got pictures of that as well. So this is a lavish gift after their holiday in the south of France. Did they, in fact, fill the relevant apartment, her apartment in Kensington, with flowers? Olivia, you go first.
Well, I'm going to say that's true, and I sort of hope it's true, because if you're as rich as Dodi Al-Fayed, I would expect my apartment to be filled with flowers if I were Dodi.
I think you're right. Martin?
I'm going to say fake, because it's too cheesy. It's the sort of thing you read about in a schmaltzy Valentine's thing.
That's Dodi all over. Oh, sorry.
Well, Barbara Carlin was related, as you know, within that sort of stuff. It's all of it. It was, in fact, true. Fantastic. Dodi had lots of gifts. He was very lavish, and they had somebody actually on there, Debbie Gribble, a stewardess on his boat, said basically, great neighbours, you couldn't make it up. Diana only had to look at anything, and Dodi would give it to her. OK, question number 4. Was it Charles who pushed for a big funeral for Diana because the people wanted it? Was it... oh, wait a minute, let me do one before that, sorry. Did Dodi... I've got to do it in order for our friends in the gallery. Did Dodi propose to Diana on the night they died? That's a really interesting one. Go on, then.
I think...
I'm going to go false, because I've never heard that before.
OK.
Well, I was going to say false, but I can't agree with you. So I'm going to say it's true.
You think it is true? Well, it is interesting. 2007 inquest discovered that Dodi had bought a ring which had the inscription "Dis-moi oui," which you will know fluently is "tell me yes." But apparently they said she was never going to get engaged. She's been bruised once enough already. So it is, in fact, entirely false he's going to do. But you can speculate a little bit. So Olivia's doing really well. Question number 4.
No, I said that was false. Well, so it's 2-2.
Do you want 2-2? Should we let you both have it then? OK, but let you both have it.
Go on.
Look at me, favouritism. Was it Charles who pushed for a big funeral for Diana because the people wanted it? Was it Charles who pushed for that funeral?
I think there was such a national outpouring of emotion, it had to be a big funeral. So I don't think he pushed for it. I think he probably realised it was the right thing to do, so I'm saying true.
You're saying fact. Olivia?
So you're saying it was fact that he did push for it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I am going to say I didn't think it was him who pushed for it. I thought it was Tony Blair, but...
Well, that's interesting. Well, you were right until you mentioned Tony Blair. But it wasn't Charles. It was, in fact, the Queen who was advised by her courtiers. Also in The Crown, they claimed that Blair came up with the guest list, and it wasn't him at all. It was the Queen was advised by her courtiers who of the 500. So I think that's a sort of half point for you because you said it's true. And the final one.
Right, so whoever gets this right wins, because you're currently winning.
Well, no, you say that, Martin. You're on 2 and Olivia's on 3.5. I'm not sure how your maths is.
Well, double or quits for this final one.
We can do double quits on this one.
Go on.
OK, so in the final episode, then, or one of these episodes in The Crown, in this current series, William went missing for 14 hours at Balmoral after Diana's death. He went missing for 14 hours. Olivia, what do you think? Fake or fact?
I'm going to say fact. I think if I were William, I would go missing after that. It must have been awful.
Right, I was going to say the same, but I'm going to go fake, because if I get fake, then I win. Fake.
You're going to say fake? Well, I can tell you, it wasn't, again, 14 hours. He did go jogging by himself. He was looking after Harry at the time. The Queen, you might remember, got a lot of criticism because she didn't rush down, but she was looking after the boys. It was just a very short amount of time. It wasn't 14 hours. So I'm afraid I'm going to have to give it to Martin, which does mean Martin's got 3, you've got 3.5. I'm not quite sure how that works. But Olivia, was it good? Fantastic stuff.
That was good fun.
Good.
Yeah, it was
very good fun.
Thank
But
you
it
very
does mean there are lots of things, and I can tell you the whole 6 seasons could basically feed a whole load of Andrew Eborn's fake or fact. And I think that's the important thing. What I love about this, it means we can shine a spotlight on the news. It means that people do question everything, because we're drowning in a sea of disinformation. And every week we're going to be having a look at something interesting in the news to make it make sense.
Beautiful.
Excellent. I love it. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. And after 3.5 hours of TV, that was just what we need to wake us up, wasn't it? Thank you very much. Andrew Eborn, always a pleasure. Fake or fact, fabulous. OK.